Hi, my name is Nancy Tapia, and my name is Nancy Tapia. I am an elementary ESL teacher here in New York City, Staten Island. Right now, I possess the letter of eligibility, Florida Department of Education. And the reason that I want to move to Florida is because I don't like cold weather. So I'm looking forward nice weather, the Sunshine State. I love to work with children, and I have experience so far. I've been working in a school for 15, uh, actually, yes, for 15 years, but I started teaching like approximately 6 to 7 years. So from the questions I took from the questionnaire, from the direct interview questions, um, the first question I have chosen from teaching method strategies is describe a teaching method strategy you use to help students learn a concept or skill. So using a strategy, it's very important because we need to engage students. We need to have them um, to to have them on in the lesson. The strategy I like to use is to differentiate activities, and the idea to provide and the idea to have the differentiation of activities is to provide an equivalent learning that will fit the students' need. Not all the students learn the same way. Some need extra help. Some probably need more visuals. So I like to differentiate the students. Like, I'll give you an example. I work with ELL students, so I like to group them. Sometimes I will group them homogeneous, sometimes I'll group them heterogeneous. It depends on the activity, but most of the times I group my lower students and my medium students and my higher students. So for my higher students, that group will work on their own. I will monitor them. Um, I'll monitor them, but for my lower students, I am with them constantly. I give them sentence starters, so it kind of helps them, and I read with them alone. And if there any question, sometimes I have to reteach just to a small group. The second question I have chosen is technology is important. This is important because it helps students prepare for the future, the digital future. So we know we're using technology everywhere. As a matter of fact, right now I am having a virtual interview, so we need to get them ready. What I like to do is all my lessons have a PowerPoint presentation. The main reason is I like to provide a lot of images. I like my kids to visualize what I'm trying to teach, not only words. And sometimes it has even interactive games that they love to participate. They raise their hand and they like to go up to the PowerPoint and choose the correct answer, or sometimes just to move the objects around. So they really like. Another activity I do is a program called Reading Awards. I do it once a week. Mm, Students will sit in front of a computer and read a book of their choice and answer the questions. After they answer questions, they take the test, and I will get the results to see how much they have understand what they're reading. So that and they like it. They like to. It's not only reading; they listen to the story. Sometimes they don't know how to pronounce a word, so that helps them out too because they can hear the word. And I also do it with math. Once a week, I'll sit with a computer and I'll test. For classroom environment, the questions I have chosen from, and the reason I have in a book in front of me because I have the questions on, is describe your classroom management style and the specific techniques or strategies you use. So it's very important to have a safe and nurture environment. This is for like that the students will learn appropriately and they will feel comfortable and they will have fun. This is not, we don't want students to come and be bored or be scared. We want students to be confident and be willing to learn. So the first thing that I have in my classrooms is a lot of visuals that will, for instance, have phrases with classroom rules or positive phrases. Um, think positive, for example. So this way, the students will walk into the classroom and actually see it every day. So this is like an everyday constant reminder for them. Another activity or that I like to do as a reward system is we have a token reward system, and basically what it is if the student is caught doing the correct or if it has a positive behavior, then they get to earn a token. The more tokens they get, well, it's the better. And at the end of the week, they have the chance to go to the store. The school has a store for rewards, and they can exchange their tokens for pencil, erasers, small things. But they like it. They like going shopping. It's something interesting they do, and I see it that it does incentive them to do the correct thing in the classroom. For question number 7, what steps do you take to include parents in the children's education? So I think it's very important to have parents involvement in the classroom because both benefit parents and children. It increases the self-esteem. Also increases the children academic achievement is better. They develop a positive attitude because they feel confident. They feel someone cares for me. And also we teachers, we know that we have support at home. So it's very important. One thing that I like to do with parents is keep a constant communication with them, not only for negative things, but also for positive. If the children is doing the correct thing, if the children got 100 in their spelling test, I will email them. This is what's going on. Congratulations, good effort. So like that, parents will know what's going on in the classroom. Another activity I like to do with parents is every month we did the publishing. Students write a piece in writing, any genre. And so we invite parents to come over and hear and see the children publish their piece. So this is like a party that we have, and we like to invite parents, and parents enjoy. And kids, I like to see the faces of the children, how they are so happy and confident, and they tell the story. It could be a non-fiction, fiction, realistic fiction. It's very nice. I like to do that activity. For number 3, it says here student engagement. So I have chosen question number 9 that says describe specific techniques or strategies you have found to be successful in an unmotivated student. Well, if we have unmotivated students, we have to look out or search out for a solution. Okay, so I like to praise the students when they do good job, even if they're not accomplishing in full. Sometimes, oh, you're doing a great job. Yeah, you need to look at the question. It says add more details, for instance, in a piece of writing. But still, you need to praise the students because we need to bring the self-confidence on them. I also the differentiation. Sometimes students struggle or feel discouraged. I can't do this. I don't understand. So having differentiate the activity helps them understand and facilitates them to answer or do what they're asked to do. So I like to differentiate. And question number 10, how do you provide opportunities for students to assess their own learning? Where I work, the school that I work for, they will use the success criteria. The success criteria is used to assess. Students assess themselves. So have I learned what the teacher is teaching me? After, at the end of each lesson, the student is giving out like the success criteria, and the student's supposed to check out, have I mastered? Am I a number 1? Am I a number 2? Am I a number 3? So what do I need to focus on next time? I have done this, but yeah, I need to focus on something else. And that also help us, the teachers, understand to see where the student needs help. So maybe if the next day I can do a small reteach on the previous lesson, or engage, take something from the lesson, from the previous lesson, and add to the new lesson. So we use them. Question number 13. Um, Now for planning for instruction and professional responsibilities, I have chosen question number 13 that says, what will you do if 50% of class did poorly on tests? So that's, believe it or not, but sometimes it does happen, and it's not because you did not teach or you did something wrong. It's sometimes it happens because probably the topic was a little tough or harder for the students to understand. So yes, it does give us a light that something went wrong and we need to adjust or change the teaching strategies. Sometimes not all teaching strategies work on all the lessons. Sometimes we have to, some topics are harder to understand, so we need to make an adjustment, and we need to see ways to modify according also to student needs. um, in the classroom we might have English language learners, we also might have children with IEPs, so we have to see and analyze what students I have in my classroom and how can I adapt my lesson to fit them, to get to them so they can learn, so all my students can learn. um, I have chosen question number. Okay, so I have chosen the question that says, how do you use students' data to inform your instruction? Provide specific examples of how do you employ these days the students' needs in the classroom. Okay, so how do I use the students' data to inform instruction? And once again, this is just what I have mentioned before. I need to know the student's background to be able to modify. If it's an English language learner, I will need to probably adjust obviously I need to adjust my lesson. I can bring, or in my PowerPoint put more emphasis on visuals. Okay, and for children with IEP, uh, maybe do one-to-one instruction or work in a small group after the lesson was taught. See if the IEP students need someone that can come and support that student. Could be in speech or any other activity. So I will evaluate the child and see if the student needs any support, outside support. That means like someone outside from the classroom to come and help the child. This is all that I can say. I'm also willing to take any suggestions. I'm a good team player. I just very easy to the group of the team, and I will be very happy to join the Volusia County for teaching. Thank you very much.